Good day. Welcome to our lesson, food preservation. And of course, welcome to my channel, Maestro05DX. And don't forget to like and share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated on all my videos. And for most essential learning competency, the first one is to explain different ways in food preservation. The second is to identify uses of tools or utensils in food preservation and apply basic skills in preserving food. Okay, what I need to know. In the Philippines, people are known for their resourcefulness and practically savor, especially during the time of quarantine where all Filipinos weren't able to go outside on their normal basis because of the COVID pandemic. It was strictly imposed and implemented by the government that's why some has to find ways on how they can save food for the coming days. Having basic skills and knowledge on conducting food processing, it would be a great help to the family and business as well. So in this lesson, learner will have a walkthrough of the lesson expectation. Learner is expected to go or to gain basic skills in food preservation and apply skills in preserving. What I know? Let's try. What is this? How seldom do you eat sardines? How long it is allowable to eat? How's the taste and freshness of the fish? And the last question is, what process of food preserved it is made of? So this time, let us define sardines. Okay, sardines is one of the food preserve that is very convenient and of its ready-to-eat food. Canning is the method used in sardines in food preserve. So this time, let's try to find out or study the different methods in food preservation. So the first one is drying. So it is one of the man's oldest methods of preserving food. Drying preserved food by lowering the moisture content below at which microorganisms can grow and reproduce. Drying can be accomplished through sun drying, and there is also drying during smoking. So the second is salting. It is the preservation of food with dry edible salts. It is related to pickling in general and more specifically in brining. preparing food with brine, that is salty water, and it is one of form of curing. Next, we have deep freezing. This is a quick and convenient way to preserve food such as meat, poultry, and fish, which are stored in the freezer until they are to be consumed. Next, we have the pickling. When we say pickling, it is the preservation of food in brine or vinegar with or without bacterial fermentation. And then we have processing or curing. This method is done by soaking or injecting meat with preservatives like sugar, salt, and vinegar solution. And the last one is canning. When we say canning, this is a method in which processed food is placed and sealed in airtight cans. Example, sardines, tomato sauce, and pineapple. These are just some of the examples of canning. Okay, next. What's more? So, what then is the difference between tools and equipment? So, one of the major difference is the use of electricity. Okay, here are the tools and equipment needed in preserving food. The first one is knife. So, knife is a cutting tool used in paring, peeling, and cutting food. Next, we have the mixing bowl. It is used for placing and mixing ingredients. Next, we have the tray. It is a rectangular, shallow container where ingredients are placed during preparation. Next, we have the chopping board. Chopping board, it is where food is placed when cut. And then we have the colander. It is where vegetables and fruits are drained. Next, we have the glass measuring cup. It is used in measuring liquid ingredients. Next, we have the measuring spoon. These are used for measuring ingredients in small quantity. Next, we have the preserving bottles. It is where food to be preserved are placed. Next, we have the grater. It is used for grating fruits or vegetables. Next, we have the panel. It is used for placing liquid in containers with a small opening. Then we have the strainer. It is used in straining food to remove lumps or drain food in a small quantity. Next, we have the weighing scale. It is used to weigh required ingredients. Next, we have the hand towel. It is used for wiping bottles and hands while working. Then we have the plastic measuring cup. It is used for measuring dry ingredients. And that's the equipment or materials in food preservation. Okay, so this time is the guidelines in food preservation. Of course, the first one is you have to use food in season. Use properly sanitized and appropriate equipment. Be clean and wear clean kitchen outfit. Have all the needed ingredients and equipment on hand before starting to work. And then you have to select the best process and method for your product. 6. Be well organized, systematic, and quick while working. And number 7, follow the recommended time and temperature in the recipe. And the last one is to seal the jars tightly, put proper labels, and store in dry place. So, let's remember, it is necessary to follow the guidelines in food preservation to prevent spoilage. And then, in utilizing tools and equipment, extra careful should be taken. Be familiarized to avoid confusion and untoward incidents. And absence of tool would not make successful food preservation. And for our evaluation, so you have to analyze the situation and give what tool is needed. Then write your answer on your notebook. Okay, let me read. Your mother is asking you to help her to prepare pickled papaya. She prepares all the needed material. She told you to wash the ingredients using blank. After washing, she asked you to cut using blank the fruits into pieces. After cutting into small portion, you need blank to make it more fine. Your mother is already cooking the pickled papaya. While she is cooking, you need to sterilize the bottle to be used for the pickle. So you will use blank to know if you have the right amount of pickled papaya. Before transferring it to the bottle, you need to use blank in wiping the bottles you sterilize. And for the last is to identify the following, then tell what process was used for each item. Okay, so you have this picture, and then you have this, and then this one, and then for the fourth one, and then you have the fifth, and that's it. And thanks for watching the video. Do not forget to click the subscription button and hit the notification bell.